in-cap stun, obviously. And so Void King might be able to follow that up with his M1E combo, which would then root them. So that would be interesting to see. So you see them come in. There's the M2s to put a little bit of poke damage. A lot of M1s coming out from Uldur. Paloma coming in, likely gets the spell lock. Not going to trigger it, though, wisely from Uldur. Does get silenced, though, from the Jade. Here's the follow-up. There's the stun onto Paloma. A bit of damage coming out to both players. Croak going to have to back out, though, as he's getting taken down pretty low. There is the orb going in the favor of the blue team. A lot of M1s coming out here from Void King as the orb's being cleaned up here. So the Deceit not going to hit. So that is unfortunate here for the blue team. As, again, a lot of M1s coming out here onto this Paloma. Paloma going to other side to get out. There's the double M2s coming out. Both going to miss, though, as the other side was out. And going to be able to get that middle orb. So let's see here as they jump in. The silence, though, immediately coming in. And another fear into the Wolf. Wolf doing a lot of damage. There's the Deceit into the stun. But not really able to follow it up too much. Here's the ultimate coming out from Uldur. Croak not able to hit that stun, getting pushed back. He's going to have to run away a little bit as he's taking a lot of damage. There's the Deceit, and he gets the orb in the middle. I believe that went to the blue team, so good steal there as the heal's trying to come out. Croak is finally taken out as Paloma Jade putting now counter pressure onto this Uldur. Uldur is going to be able to grab that energy. Jade going to leap in. Spell lock not going to trigger. Heals coming out here from Uldur. It is 34% to 63. Very heavily favored. Here is this red team, I think. But and unfortunately, his ult doesn't do any damage. So he'll be able to get a stun, but it's not really going to do any health swing. As he comes in, gets the silence. A lot of damage now coming out here from this Jade. Is going to be able to steal the orb, though. The Time Bender is going to be able to absorb something. I think that might have just been an M1, though, from the Jade, which is really not much of anything. The pressure coming out. And another ult, going to get the stun. But there's the kill by Paloma. So as I was saying before, we saw that Deceit come out. The Croak was able to hit it, but there wasn't really any big follow-up from the Uldur. And I'm not really sure what they would do to follow that up. You know, before we saw the Pearl, which I thought was a really odd pick, but then they used that EX bubble onto him, and that did really strong damage. Where here, I mean, but I guess even here, though, the Paloma Jade, I was going to say Gunner, the Paloma Jade don't really have combo potential. They don't have that combo synergy. So they're not really a combo team either. So I think it still could go either team's way. As the snipe coming out is going to time bend it, right? And he doesn't throw it. He didn't throw it back in her face. Oh my goodness. Got to throw that snipe back in their face. Regardless, even if you miss, right? I mean, you got to put a snipe out onto the table. But anyways, a lot of damage coming out here onto the Paloma here from the Croak. Croak's going to leap away. They are able to get that middle sphere. Going to heal up a little bit. The incoming does get the fear. Good job there from the Paloma. So not able to get the incapacitate stun combo. But there's the stun onto, wow, stun onto Paloma. And she just gets obliterated. So Croak again trying to come in here. Jade is going to try to put some counter pressure. The blind just missing. That blind hits though. And so Jade going to just have to sit as again Croak starts grabbing orbs. So M1's coming out. There's the ultimate, going to get leapt though, and you see the bubble coming out from the Uldur. So the root going to hit, a little bit of damage coming out. I think Jade has a really difficult fight ahead of her, as again health orbs were grabbed. There's a Sands of Time. Well, it's Sands of Time. It looks like Sands of Time might have got that kill. Either way, taken out, and that is going to be a round here for the blue team. So we've now split a couple rounds. So let's see here. What was grabbed? We have the double cast, the camouflage move speed, and the frog leaps heal. The frog leaps heal is not my favorite. That's mainly because I'm not good at landing frog leaps, but I think it's a good one if you can do it. So the fear just missing. She's going to come in here, put a wolf out there to link the damage, but it looks like it ended up missing the Croak. So no link damage. There's the stun, a bit of follow-up. Sands of Time on both players. Not able to use the E quite yet. It's going to space in to do a little bit of damage. There's the Petrify, though, the EX coming from Uldur, and a lot of damage coming out onto this Paloma. Croak having to fall back. Paloma taken down to 1 bar of health, is going to be able to heal up that a little bit though as she heals up onto her teammate. The incapacitate stun combo. Oh, and the big burst as the M1s and the E's hit onto the Paloma. So Paloma getting taken down very low. There's the space. She's coming in. She's going to get the fear, but the kill done by Uldur as the ultimate from Jade puts a little bit of pressure onto the Croak. Croak going to fall back using a couple M2s to heal up. I think those might have missed, though, with the immaterial. I'm not 100% sure. There's the root, though. A bit more follow-up now from both players from the blue team as Void King trying to get around the corner. I'm sorry, not Void King. The Croak trying to get around the corner, but not going to be able to with the pushback from Jade's R. So now the silence coming out, going to leap in, going to hit. Will he leap again? He doesn't have it, but there's the incapacitate stun, and that's going to be the end for Jade. So 2 straight rounds now for the blue team as they come back from that first round loss. That was Milgiska Rook. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much again, Rook. Let me know, Rook, if I've been doing better or worse with that, because again, I think that's really, really important when shoutcasting, not to do the verbal fillers. And it's just been so long since I've done it, since I've been in like an official capacity, that I haven't kicked the habit again. I've regained the habit, which is not good. So I'll have to kick that habit again. So here we go with a couple M2s coming out, a bit of pressure put onto the Jade. Jade immaterializes though, and it looks like the immaterialize actually takes off the dot on him. So that's interesting. I didn't realize that. As Sansa time onto the Paloma. Paloma taking a bit of damage. The Jade going to leap to try to get a little bit better position, but they give up the center orb because of that, and now the small orbs are going to be grabbed. Croak trying to come in. There's the incapacitate. Tries to get the stun to Paloma. Does follow up. Petrify now onto Jade. Jade has not been in the fight for about 5 seconds now. Huge play there by the blue team. The silence coming out. There's the deceit. Just misses. So barely misplay there. That was really unfortunate for the Croak. That was a tough one to hit anyways. And they end up getting that sphere as he leaps in and is going to get the incapacitate. There's the damage, going to immaterialize almost immediately. So incapacitate ends up getting broken. There's the fear, the root. A lot of damage coming now out onto the Croak. Croak going to have to fall back a little bit as he leaps away. As Paloma now coming in. Paloma dangerously low. Going to use the other side. But Uldur does get the stun. So a bit of damage coming out. Croak able to follow up now as he dashes in. And there's the kill onto Paloma. Sansa time now onto the Jade. Jade trying to get the pushback. The blind just missing, which can be very dangerous as you're by yourself. So the blind can be very good here. Let's see if we'll get another one. But there's the M1 to get the kill. And now 3 straight rounds here for the blue team. So good job here by Void King. Is it supposed to be Void King? I think it's supposed to be Void King. I think that's an L, but I think it's Void King. And Jester. Right? Is that a good assumption? That's Void King, not Void King? Killing? Or whatever it would be? Yeah, I think it's Void King. So what do Paloma and Gunnar need to do here? I'm sorry, Jade. I keep saying Gunnar. Is this another instance of seeing a Paloma and the Paloma just needing to be more aggro, or what is it? I'm really interested here. I'm not really sure. We'll see how this goes though. So she pushes back, not able to get the fear. The stun coming out though, a bit of damage coming out onto this Jade, but it looks like they want to make Paloma the target. Following up on this Paloma, the sphere coming out, trying to make it a little bit more difficult for Jade to do pressure onto Jester playing that Croak. The snipe going to be coming out, not able to steal it though. Just barely misses stealing that. And there's the stun, the follow-up, the sand of time. There's the ultimate. The ultimate should be able to be avoided and mistimes it and ends up doing more damage to her team. And Paloma gets taken out. There's the ultimate here from Jade. Jade going to get a bit of damage. However, that stun into those M1s. Uldur M1s hurt. Holy cow, do they hurt. And again, another round here in the favor of the blue team. So blue team obviously adjusting very well to the red team, as the red team did take the first round. And I do think it is that Paloma needs to be a little bit more aggro. I just think when you play twos and play Paloma, you need to do that and hopefully use your M2 to do more healing than your M1 as you play aggro. That'd be my guess, but I'm not sure. So the snipe is grabbed, snipe thrown out, doing big counter damage onto Paloma. Paloma now taking a bit of damage here from the Croak. Croak, though, eating a lot of damage himself. So this is what I'm talking about, trying to turn that around. The stun coming out, though, is going to take a ton. Oh, man, was that the E? The E did so much damage to that Paloma. Paloma gets obliterated. And now Jade is the lone hope for her team and their tournament life. So it looks like blue team stole that again. Going to leap in here as Croak. Croak gets silenced. But Jade is going to leap away. I'm sure has her snipe up soon, but there's the incapacitate stun combo, and I think he had his R up, and Jade gets taken out. So 5 straight rounds here for Void King, and so that was Void King and Jester, yeah. So good job there And Paloma didn't realize that he could absorb the shield and kick it back